At Maxine's Chicken and Waffles in downtown Indianapolis, the pan-fried chicken is the epitome of home cooking, which makes sense. Before it hit the menu, this dish was made for decades at a home on the south side of Indianapolis, where a woman named Maxine raised her 10 children and fed them well.
My mom cooked various dishes that were favorite. Now, her fried chicken, love it, you know. So she did teach us that. That was one of her pretty much those signature dish, her fried chicken. And I would watch her fry that, and that's why I picked up my way of cooking the chicken is from her. The pan-fried chicken, I'm frying it just like my mom would fry that.
4 of Maxine's children own the restaurant in downtown Indianapolis. It's a tribute to their late mother, featuring her recipes and other Southern comfort food. At Maxine's house, pan-fried chicken, cooked low and slow in a skillet, was a staple.
Sunday mornings, my mom would get up. When we sleep, she would start cooking. She would fix her biscuits. Back then, they would fry chicken for breakfast. It just wasn't a dinner meal or a supper meal. It was breakfast.
Donnice remembers that when she was little, her mom and dad kept chickens in the backyard. Her dad would butcher the chicken, then turn it over to her mom to work her magic.
And she would wash it. She would season it real well, and then she'd put her grease on, let the grease get hot, and she would flour the chicken and she would fry it, you know, cook it done. And it would take about 35, 45 minutes to cook it.
At the restaurant, the pan-fried chicken is served perfectly crispy and lightly seasoned on the outside, juicy inside, with traditional sides that you would have found at Maxine's house.
For breakfast, when we would eat fried chicken, she would have biscuits and fried apples. At dinner, I mean, it would be fried chicken, and she would slice up tomatoes, and she would do her fried corn, and she would do her green beans, and she would do macaroni and cheese, she would do potato salad. So it was always an array of side items that she would do with her fried chicken.
It was 9 of us, so you know, it's like we would sometimes kind of take turns eating, you know, because it just wasn't, the table wasn't big enough for all 9 of us to sit. But like I said, she would have plenty of food fixed on the stove, you know. She'd have it on the cabinets. We would go fix our plates.
Maxine never actually owned a restaurant herself, but she still made a career out of cooking.
She had various jobs that I can remember, but you know, her main job that allowed her to, I guess, continue her craft was she was a cook at St. Francis Hospital for over 30-some years until she retired. She was a working lady during that time when a lot of women may not have worked.
All right, guys, we got a Randy's pan.
Flash forward 2 generations to 2007. It was Maxine's grandson who had the idea to open a restaurant in her honor and add a contemporary twist by serving chicken and waffles. The family talked it over at a Thanksgiving dinner. That was the one holiday every year where Maxine requested full family attendance. In 2008, Maxine's Chicken and Waffles opened. And although dementia kept Maxine from having a hand in the business, she's been there in spirit from the start.
She taught me the fundamentals of cooking. She really did. Whatever she cooked it with a lot of pride, and she cooked it with a lot of love. And that's what stands out to me, is that pride and that love that's in that dish.
Maxine passed away in 2012 at 88 years old. For her family, one of the joys of the restaurant is seeing families sit down to a meal together, a ritual that Maxine cherished so much.
This restaurant was born out of love. We want to pass that love to generation to generation to generation.